Perfect. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining today's Creative Focus session, where we'll be learning practical tips on crafting effective ad messages and designing visual appealing ads tailored to your marketing needs. To get us started, I have a quick video that I would like to share with you. So I hope you enjoy.
My, look it's so fly. Give a girl a rocket and she'll take it for a ride. Like, my, doing just fine. Get that girl an arrow cause she hit the bullseye. So fine, yeah she divine. Yeah she up so high. She ain't ever coming down, down, down. It's about to go up. Baby, let them talk, cause we be going off. Baby, let them talk, cause we be going off. Baby, let them talk, cause we be going off. It's about to go off. Make them say, ayo, gonna give them what they want. Yeah, like, ayo. That noise gets loud sometimes. Drown out all the hype. Go off. It's about to go off. Go off.
Perfect. So hopefully that highlight video was able to give you an insight into who we are and what amazing content that we have here at Channel 9, and where you have the opportunity to also be seen across these shows and take opportunity. So introducing myself, my name is Caleb. I'll be taking you through today's session, and I also have my lovely colleague Shireen also joining in, managing the chat. So if you have any questions, feel free to raise it here in the Google Meet, or as well, if you'd like, you can scan this QR code and raise a Slido question there anonymously. So you can take a quick picture or screenshot of this QR code, or go to slido.com and enter in that code there to ask any questions, which we'll then answer at the end of the session. So hopefully you're able to get that QR code, and we can come back to this later. Quick agenda today, recapping 9 Ad Manager for those who weren't able to attend last week's session. We get asked all the time, what video should I make, or what should we do in terms of their business? So we will be watching a variety of different examples of businesses who have advertised with us, and break down their videos and discuss what made them successful to give you some insights. Another question we get often is, I don't have any creatives, or I only do social media. So for that group of people on the call, we have a session which will be running through our AI tool. So I'll be showcasing how you can generate a video based on your website. And then if you want to follow alongside me as I go through that session later, feel free to sign up to 9 Ad Manager now, create a draft campaign, and then you can follow alongside me while you're joining on this call. And then at the end, we'll cover any questions as well. So moving along straight into it. Just a quick recap. Nine Ad Manager is a digital self-service platform that empowers and enables small to medium-sized businesses to grow and scale by showcasing their business in the ad breaks of Australia's top-rating TV shows on Nine Now, which is our #1 streaming TV service. So you can target your local neighborhoods via postcode targeting and then further expand into capital cities, regional areas, even across the entire state or country. We can track the performance of your ad by setting up a pixel tracker, which will precisely measure page views, signups, add to carts, purchases, or filled out and contact inquiry form, to name a few. You can spend as little as $550 as well, which also includes your free commercial, which uses our AI tool, which brings us to today's session. So hopefully that was able to give you a quick insight into the platform. If you did want to book a one-on-one consultation, we can go through to the end-to-end process of Nine Ad Manager and discuss that in more details with your business. So feel free to visit nineadmanager.com.au and book in a demo with the team, or you can scan that QR code as well and book in a session after this, as this will only be a creatives focused session. So if you would like to know more information, you can visit our website and book in a demo, or read up on our amazing success stories as well and watch those videos and information that's there too. So hopefully you're able to get that QR code. Again, since this is a creatives focused session, we'll be watching a few videos today, so strap in and enjoy. This first set of videos is just a compilation of all the different advertisers that we have on the platform. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Apologies for the Wi-Fi connection there, if that was not as smooth for you as it was for me. But hopefully that was able to give you a little insight into the different industries we have on our platform, from retail, sport, real estate, trades, events, etc. So those were just a few snippets of the different businesses we've had advertised with us over the last year. And then as we go into the next part of the session, we'll be watching them full end to end as well. So going into our first video of the day, we'll be breaking down as an e-commerce industry. So for those on the call, if you sell products on your website, this might be a good example where you can see what this business had done in terms of their creative. So we'll just give this a quick watch. So that creative was from one of our clients, Princess Polly, which is a women's fashion brand. You can see that that video was quite short. It was in 15 seconds long, and it was quite simple. It just showed the product, a couple of transitions and edits there. It had the website at the end, as well as their logo there at the bottom that you can see. So that was quite a simple breakdown of a fashion brand. They had a younger audience who like to make quick decisions, so their fast shipping and easy returns messaging in the front there was quite simple and easy to understand for those who are watching this type of creative. It's very simple, and you kind of can see what they're kind of offering there with the clothes that they're selling. So, the value that you get from this is their fast and easy returns, and it's quite simple to understand here. So that kind of creative is quite effective when it comes to shorter videos. 15-second videos are more traditionally short, sharp, sweet, straight to the point, no messing around when it comes to what you're offering. And then longer videos, 30 seconds, are more brand awareness space, which we'll see in a few examples ahead. So moving on to the next creative breakdown from a real estate industry, we'll give this one a watch. Cool. So a creative breakdown for real estate, property, homes, business. If you have something very similar, that was a 30 seconds ad length, so it was quite longer. You can kind of see the transitions between night and day there, so you can get a full sense of the idea for this specific property. You can see that they also had throughout the entire 30 seconds the address, as well as the agency, Ray White, and then the agent details as well. So for those who are watching 30 seconds, they have all the information they need, as well as looking at the specific property. So things like that will be great to have in your creatives by having some form of branding association there, as well as critical details for this specific listing. If you're really interested in it, you had the address available in full text, very clear throughout the entire duration of the ad. They also utilized drone footage, which made it really interesting. You got a big sense of the perspective of the property. And it also built on, luxury family lifestyle. It had a really strong message there of a premium product, which it is for this type of listing. So that's another great way in which you can advertise a specific product that you have. So having those details fully available at all times so people can register within that short period of time, and then also raise an inquiry with the agent directly, or go visit that property if needed to see it in person as well. So that's a great example of a real estate property ad that we've had in the past. Going on to a trade industry, give this a little watch and break that down as well. We're gonna take on the world. Cool. So let's break down that video. So that was an example from a trades business for an electrician. We have a range of different trades on the platform, but that one kind of stood out to me. That one is another 30-second long video, more brand awareness space for this specific creative. The call to action on this video is get in touch for a free quote. So having messaging on your creatives at the end frame for this specific example is great for those who are watching the creative and then also want to take a follow-up action. So driving your audience members who are watching on TV to, in this case, get a free quote by making a call or visiting the website, and then having the accreditation at the bottom and business details as well. So having all the information possible to your audience is great. For them to make that switch from watching to actually taking an action. You can see they also used drone footage. It was very edited. It had got a lot of transitions. It used bold text. It was really attention grabbing because it had that kind of electric music involved in the background. It didn't have a voiceover, but you can kind of already see what this video was intended for. It showed their value as a full service electrical, solar, air conditioning, grid connection, things like that. So it was able to quickly give you all that information in such a short period of time. So anything like that in terms of an end frame or having details on the screen is very helpful when it comes to the creatives making process for your business. So hopefully that was a good example of having an end frame. More preferably, would prefer to have it across the entire 30 seconds because again, the end frame is a split 2 seconds only. So if you have in the previous example, the real estate having the website or number or some kind of detail throughout the entire period would be great for people to have so they can see how to make and how to get in contact with the business owner. Another one we have is a candle industry from a small business, so we'll give this a quick watch here.
Discover the luxury of Bordeaux Collective, where hand-poured pure soy wax candles are crafted with love and care. Our show-stopping range creates a beautiful and fragrant ambience for your home. As featured in Three Birds renovations in the block, experience the elegance of our award-winning candles for yourself. Explore more at bordeauxcollective.com.au.
Cool. So that was creative from Bordeaux Collective. Their ad length was 30 seconds. This video was actually made using our AI tool as well. So you can kind of already see a snippet of what I'm about to show you later about what that kind of video looks like. So they used messaging like explore our website. They used high-res images. You can kind of see they utilized text throughout the creative as well as having their logo in the top right present at all times so people know where to search if they were watching on TV. It had a really good emotional appeal. It was very aesthetic. It had a great connection with The Block, the TV show. And funny enough, they actually did advertise on The Block as well for their campaign. So it's making that synonymous connection between their business and a very credible brand TV show like The Block. So having that pairing is great. So if you're a trades business, you might want to appear on The Block. If you're a women's fashion business, you might want to appear on Married at First Sight or Love Island. So things like that, making that connection is quite good. And it kind of associates your brand with that TV show and it kind of elevates your brand as well. The value that was proposed in that video, it was handmade, it was a small business, they were award-winning, so things like that, any kind of messaging you can provide in your creatives that makes your business stand out in comparison to others is great to have, and so this business was really good to have with us. So that was another example of creating that kind of emotional appeal and then also utilizing our AI tool. You can kind of already see how those ads look out based on that example. Now we move on to a homeware industry. So we'll give this a quick watch and see what they did.
When I was on the block many years ago and it came down to Kitchen Week, I would have loved this sink organizer by Cool Frank back then. It would have totally transformed and uplifted my kitchen sink space. Come to think of it, now, maybe a few of those 9s we got would have been 10s.
So another example of a founder speaking to the camera, showcasing their product. They were also a contestant on the block. So there's that, again, that brand association of a previous contestant starting up a business and then speaking to that experience. So if you're a founder of a small business and you're really pushing your product, then having that kind of personal connection is really helpful when you're making your ads. Having that personal touch, telling that story was really good. They held the product in a split screen perspective. So you had the founder on the left here and then the product demonstration on the right where they unboxed the product. This was a social media video. So you can kind of see both vertical videos there spliced together. So you don't need to create overly new commercials specifically for TV. You can use existing material that you already have on your social media or across your other sites and simply edit it to our technical specs on the platform so it can appear on TV. So that's one way that you can use existing material without having to go through that expensive cost of creating new ads. You can simply use social media videos in this example here for TV. So don't feel like you need to create a separate TV ad specifically for us. And so this video is quite short. It was 16 seconds long. It was an organization style product, lifestyle, home reno. So again, those kind of messaging there is great for this type of product. And again, they also advertise on the block. So that's kind of being very strategic when speaking to the block and then posting their ad on the block. So for those users who are watching those home reno shows, they can kind of see this ad and make that connection, which further enhances the brand. Then I believe this is our last video of today from an emergency kit industry. So we'll give this a watch.
Spring sales on now. The outdoor bundle's got 25% off. It's my personal favourite. I'm going to show you why. The family first aid kit and the emergency first aid handbook, they stay in your car. And the snake bite kit, it's coming with you. Because if something bad happens and you're away from the vehicle, you're going to need it. Add this to your cart, check out now, and you'll thank us later.
So again, another great example of a business who is using their existing social media content for TV. You can see that the vertical nature of the social media video had needed to be edited in order to have it shown on TV. But again, don't feel like you need to create a specific ad. They had a strong message there: add to your cart, check out now, buy now here at the end frame with their logo at the bottom, survival services. The ad length was 20 seconds or straight to the point. They kind of told you what needed to be done. They created that sense of urgency when it came to making a purchase. They also spoke to the family values, if in case you needed to save a family member. So that kind of created a great emotional appeal there. A good version of using existing material without having to create a specific one for TV. Oh, just speaking as well, they also use subtitles. So anything that can be shown without audio is also great to have for those who are not watching with sounds on. So hopefully those few examples, you're able to get some information as in using strong call to actions, creating a lot of interest, showcasing value, building on any kind of emotion, applying branding if possible. We didn't have an example there, but using QR codes is very good to use for those who watch on a connected TV. They can't click directly to your website. So having QR codes in the bottom right corner will be a great way to drive your traffic to those who are watching on the TV to your website. So the examples that I used earlier from using Slido or visiting our website, things like that will help people take a quick photo of the ad in that 20-second ad slot time to be then shifted to your website. So moving on to the AI construction of the session. As an exclusive Small Business Month offer, you'll get access to a free creative asset for you to use on your social media, your website, or your TV campaign with us here at 9 Ad Manager, wherever you choose. So this just gives you a little quick breakdown on how we can create an ad. So essentially, the tool works by utilizing your website. So the material you already have on your website, social media, any kind of platform that you're using, taking that URL into the tool, selecting from your specific vibe, whether it be a professional, fun tone, and then the ad length as well, being a strict 15 seconds or 30 seconds. Once the tool imports all that information into the platform, you're able to then create the video of your choosing from the different templates we have available, and then further enhancing it by making those edits as well. So you can further fine tune the video creative. So I'm going to go and jump into the platform now. If you have registered the platform and you're following along, feel free to watch my screen and then make the same changes on your end. So going into the platform here, this is what 9 Ad Manager looks like. If you're not familiar with it already, you can create a campaign, quickly go through the steps in order to the creative section. And this is where we can start creating your ads for your business. So by going create new creative, either upload an existing video that you already have available and ready to go. So again, that social media content, for example, or if you've got existing TVCs that you've used in the past on social media or on your other platforms on YouTube, you can upload that here following our technical specs. For now, we're just going to focus on creating new assets that you have for your business. So by clicking on this tool here, giving it a name, and then putting in the destination URL, which is where you want to drive your traffic to if they were to click onto your ad. In this case, I'm just putting 9 Ad Manager's website. And then the tool will start to load up here. And so this is where you start the creation process of your AI video. So again, entering in the 9 Ad Manager website, we then click search. And what this does is, again, pulls in all the information that can be found on our particular website in this case. So while you're at home here, you can enter in your business website instead, or a client's if you're an agency, and enter it into the system. And then it starts to pull all the information that it can find. Hopefully this all goes right. Of course, when it's a live demo and connected to my home Wi-Fi in this instance, things tend to go as slow. So let's see what pulls it out here. So right now you can kind of see in the top left here, and I'll zoom in, we've got what the tool thinks the logo is, and it's finished generating here. So we'll just click in. It has got a color here for the branding information. It's got what it thinks the website is. It's got the business name. You can add in more images or 2-second clips of footage that you have not found on your website. It's got what it thinks the About Us page and blurbs for our business. So this would be your products and services, for example. It's got what it thinks the industry is for us. It didn't get a phone number or address, which is fine because you can always customize and add this information in. I'm just going to continue onwards and go through the AI instructions. So this is where you give it a prompt, as in focus on a new launch of a product. Maybe you're hiring a new staff member. Maybe you want to just get a general brand awareness campaign out with a slogan. So anything like that is where you'd add into the AI instructions. I'm just going to use our templates that we have available just to get us started. So you can make it sound inspiring, laid back, professional, fun, for example. I'm going to do professional in this instance. And then the format is the ad length. So it is either a 30-second video or 15-second video. So you can kind of choose how short or how long you'd want to be. Again, recapping on what we saw earlier, 30 seconds was more longer, storytelling, telling complex messaging, and then 15 seconds are more straight to the point. So again, depending on what you're advertising, kind of think about what kind of ad length best suits that kind of messaging. For time's sake, I'm just going to generate a 15-second video because it's a lot faster to generate. And then you can generate as much examples as you want. You can do 5 videos, 10 videos as you want in the tool. So there's no cap here. So you can generate different examples and find the one that you really like. So here in this tool, it's already finished generating our first ad. So we'll give this a quick watch and then we will further customize it as well. So let's see what this pulls out for us today.
Introducing 9 Ad Manager, your partner in professional and effective streaming TV advertising. Connect with local customers through targeted campaigns on 9 Now, Channel 9's platform. Unlock the power of TV advertising today. Visit 9admanager.com.au.
So right off the bat, that was a quite quick video. If anyone noticed, there was an American accent on there. So that was probably a shock to some, especially to us when we first generated videos. But again, we can make those changes. You can edit the pictures, the text, the colors, the sound, the music. You can edit mostly everything in the video. The only thing you can't edit is the transition. So as it kind of rolled over, zoomed in, things like that. So we just recommend to generate different examples until you find the one that you like the most. I've generated a lot of videos before. So in your recent history, you'll find all the videos you've generated in the last 30 days. So I'm just going to select this one that I generated earlier today. And we'll watch that one. That one's a professional 30, so it's a longer video here. And the first example that I just shown was quite static. It just had images on our website. But if you have any video content, you can use that as well. So we'll just watch this example.
Discover 9 Ad Manager, your partner in turning small businesses into mighty enterprises. With our platform, you can effortlessly create and manage powerful TV ad campaigns on 9 Now, reaching audiences where it matters most. Target your ideal customer, track your campaign success, and enjoy the power of streaming TV advertising made easy and affordable. Let your future customers find you where they love to watch. Visit 9admanager.com.au to learn more.
Cool. Another example of a 30-second long TVC. It did use videos in that example, but I think my Wi-Fi connection kind of delayed that effect, so apologies in advance. Here, let's just say we like that video, then we can further customize and enhance it till it's perfected in a way. So here you can change frame by frame what that video looks like. So for example, the global meaning here means showing across the entire duration. So that will be the global logo here, which I'll just turn off. Global text, that is the website in this example here on the bottom right. So instead of a website, you might want to put a phone number instead and have that available instead of the website. Again, you can change the sizing of things, you can change the color, you can change the text font style as well. I'm just going to take that off. Global gradient, you can add that on to give a little bit of texture at the bottom. Global QR code as well, something that you might want to add on, and that just appears across the entire TVC. You just replace that with your own QR code. And then the text as well throughout the frame is where you can change what shows on the TVC as well. So if you're going to refresh, I'll turn that volume off. We'll see what that one plays. You can kind of customize further. I'm no graphic designer or creative expert by any means, so you can kind of spend time customizing it however you like and changing it to what you'd like. And if that's the accent as well, so that voiceover, you can go over into the audio section, change the AI voice to something that you prefer. So in the AU accents, we have Charlie, which I feel is the better of the Australian accents.
Hello there. I'm your friendly neighborhood ice cream fan, inviting you to stop by Waymark Creamery for...
So I'm going to select Charlie, and then I'm going to change the text. So you can change what the AI voice over pronounces, and that could be, you know, your place name, it could be a story, it could be wherever you like. One thing we kind of recommend is to spell things out phonetically. So at the bottom here, a common one we get is .com.au is a common one we get. So it says .com.au. Or if it's an American accent, so just rewriting those things so it pronounces it out as best as it can. And then once you make those edits, you just generate that voiceover. Or again, you can remove the voiceover or choose from the different music that we have available in our library. If you have copyright music or a jingle, or maybe you want your own voice to appear on the ad, you can upload that here in the audio section as well. So you can record on a MP4 file format, upload that voice, upload that jingle or music that you'd like to use to the campaign and preview it as well. Another thing you can do is choose from the different fonts. So if you want to remain brand consistent with a font that you use specifically on the website, you can choose or upload your own fonts here as well. And then same thing with colors. If you want to change all the branding information, you can do so here. And then just kind of go through the different elements that are editable in the photos sections that we have. I'm just going to switch around to another example. This video here. Edit anyway. In the top right, we do have a creative approval policy as well. So that just takes you through what is accepted on the platform. As long as it's not violent, overly sexual, have drugs of that nature, you'll be completely fine here. So going to this example, you can change things around. So you can kind of spend a good chunk of time editing it, or maybe coming back later and getting involved in fine-tuning the video to your finest, however you like, sorry. You can add a fine print or a disclaimer if you need it for your products and services. You can change around the images as well. So going into the photos, going in here, and then changing what it looks like, or again, filling that entire image so it's been seen in the preview section here. And then once you're happy with your edits, you can click finish and that will be loaded to your campaign. So I'm just going to exit this tool here. And then once it's uploaded, you'll see it here ready for you to preview here. So you can download a copy of this and send it off to your clients for approval purposes, or maybe you want to send some feedback to a team member or family and friends. You can download a copy here as well.
Introducing 9 Ad Manager, your key to unlocking.
And then that will come through to the team. So you can upload many different creatives here in this section, and then continue making adjustments. So you can do like an A/B test in a way, where you can do one 30-second video with different messaging, and then maybe a 15-second video with slightly different messaging. How the platform works is it will evenly distribute the creatives amongst your impressions. And then if one video gets more clicks than the other, then it will drive that video out more so than the other. So in your next campaign, you can reuse the video that performed the best and maybe add a different video in the next example for this specific campaign. So hopefully that was able to give you a quick breakdown on the tool. Feel free to go through and creating videos for yourself on your end. And then again, as an exclusive Small Business Month offer, once you finish your video, you can send an email to us and then we can provide that to you without that watermark example, which I just showed there. So going back into the slides here, any questions so far? I'm just going to bring up Slido on my end and see if we have any in the queue. Looks like no questions so far, so I guess that was clearly understood and everyone enjoyed that presentation. I believe that brings us to the end of today's Creative Focus session. So I'll just give another opportunity for those to ask any questions they have in the chat. Oh, we have one, and I'll just share that with the group here. Is there a limit to when we get the free video? Like what date? Oh, great question. I don't believe there is a date. I'll need to double check with the team here. Shireen, did you want to jump in and advise? Yeah, I believe it's the end of this month, but Shireen would confirm that for me.
Yes, no limits. So, I mean, you know, anytime in the next few months, but if you need a little bit more time, that's absolutely fine. So when you are working with the tool and you export it, everything will have a 9 Ad Manager watermark because it's usually only for businesses who pay for a campaign. But as anyone joining this call, you don't have to pay for the campaign. You just let us know that you joined this session and we will manually remove that watermark. You can use it on your website and your social media. You don't need to be booking a campaign with 9 Ad Manager. It's just an asset we want to provide anyone part of this session. So yeah, no limit.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Shireen. Did you show us an ad you created before, then after you edited, then how would you go back and adjust if required? Great question. So let me just show you what that looks like. Thank you for answering that, Shireen, popping you on the spot there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back into the tool and I'll show you how you can make further edits to that video. So going back into the tool here, this is a video I created and uploaded to the campaign earlier. So let's just say you finished the video and you downloaded a watermark copy to send off to your team for approval purposes.
Introducing 9 Ad Manager, your key to unlocking.
You give it a watch and like, oh, I'm not happy with that accent, for example. Let's change that. So what you'll do is go out into this pencil shaped emoji. So you can delete the creative or edit this specific creative in this instance. So I'm going to edit that video. You can change the destination URL where you'd want to drive your traffic to, or go straight into the editing tool for this specific video. So once this loads up, we can make further changes and edits once this loads up. And again, apologies for my Wi-Fi on my end. So here you can go back into the same editing panel that I showed you earlier to edit the video. So again, if we wanted to change the voiceover for this specific video from Adam, you'd go into change, Change it to a voice
Hello
that you
there.
like. Press generate there. And then make any other further changes to the video. So once this loads and completes and finishes up, we can go back out. We'll watch this video again.
Introducing 9 Ad Manager, your key to unlocking powerful streaming TV ads. Elevate your small business with targeted campaigns on 9 Now. Reach more audiences effortlessly. Discover more at 9admanager.com.au.
Perfect. So you can kind of see it change from that American accent to this Australian accent. If I wanted to further customize the video, instead of it saying unlock success, again, I can take that out and maybe I say call us now for a free quote. You know, whatever kind of messaging that you want to say, and if anything that you've learned from today, add in those kind of text messages. I'm going to pop this up so it's a little bit bigger for everyone to see. You can customize and switch out photos again. So going into here, maybe changing this middle photo here, and then again changing the kind of perspective on it, or changing so it fits the entire image, whatever you kind of like to see here. Let's just make a random edit. So maybe add a QR code, add a gradient, maybe take target. No, that's all right. Maybe instead of boost reach, we say increase. Oh, bad spelling. Increase sales, whatever you want, really. And then once you made the editors to the audio and to the text that I've just shown you, we click finish again, and that gets reprocessed and re-downloaded in the back end, and they'll be finished processing in the next 5 minutes. And once this becomes available, you can send that new creative to a client and say that you've made the changes to the voiceover, to the text, and you can kind of repeat that process on and on until you get the final changes that you want for that specific video. If you want to create a whole new video, you'd have to go back into the tool and then start from that process again. So let's just do test. Go back into the tool. Once that loads up, again, you can put in a new website, but in this case, I'm just going to go into my recent history because I've already downloaded, I've already made all those videos in the past. So the rendered ones are the ones that you've uploaded to your campaign. The ones without any kind of messaging is just a video you've generated without looking at it. The ones that have saved are the ones that you've made edits and made slight tweaks to, so you can come back to that video as well. So for the example that I just did would be this rendered video. This should have the American accent on it, but we'll just double check. Load, 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 load. No, this is a different video, but we'll just watch it anyways.
Elevate your business with 9 Ad Manager. As Australia's top-tier platform, we're reshaping advertising strategies with premier streaming TV solutions. Reach your audience effectively and track performance with ease.com.au.
So yeah, you can see at the end there, it pronounced the .com.au quite funny. So you've got to be very particular with the phonetic spelling when it comes to your campaigns. So hopefully that answered that question. I'll just give it a few more minutes for any other questions to come through, and then we'll end the session. Another last opportunity for anyone who wants to ask any questions. Again, feel free to email us if you have anything else that you want to come back to as well. So I can't see any more. So that brings us to the end of today's Creative Ads session. Thank you very much for joining today. We will send you a recap of what we shown today, as well as the recording. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of us at any time, and then book in a demo if you'd like as well. Perfect. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.